What is up, everyone? Today on Seth LeRoy Hustle Adventures, we are going from Minneapolis to a weird town in Wisconsin by Green Bay. It's a weird name. Off the top of my head, I can't even think of it. So yeah, it's 3 in the morning, might be even 2:30. Got my hot cocoa coffee because it is the season still. Wanted to get a run in before New Year's. Yeah, and got one going there. And like I always say, these are just about getting people excited about hustling. I talk to people who reach out and talk to me through my Facebook, Seth LeRoy Hustle Adventures. And I just tell people, you know, it's all about getting out there and getting it. And I think it does matter what state you're in. I'm in Minnesota, where it's a good state to get out of. And I don't know, I handed out business cards. I did a bunch of stuff. I had some local places that I used to work for that were going to give me runs, but then they ended up not falling in. And then they wanted me afterwards. And then I'm like, well, I've already found out, you know, how to get loads and how to, you know, go on all these sites and just how to get it. But just keep pushing, keep grinding. But if you're just sitting there waiting for a load, you're not going to get loads. That's the biggest thing that I learned, is about just going out and just getting online. Online is such a huge tool. Like, you can use Google, you can use Craigslist, you can use Indeed. Indeed is where I get the most of mine when I'll see these ones, and I look for no obligation. But anyways, let's get into it. Let's start cruising. Let's go get our pickup. It's really early, so let's get it. What's up, you guys? I'm here an hour early. Just thought I'd update you guys. I'm giving them time to go in there, because sometimes you can sort of read the situation, because, like, you know, I was a truck driver before, and you don't want to go in too early to where people are, like, annoyed, because you got to think of it like, you know, because I've actually done these types of jobs too. You don't want people running in on you when you're just starting, you know, give them some time. But I'm always an hour or 2 hours early to every pickup drop off so far. But yeah, just updating you guys. Yeah, I'm here. I'm just waiting. I'm gonna wait till like a little bit more, maybe pop in there and see, you know, and know, just, hey, I'm here. If you guys want to load me up, if they're like, we got stuff to get ready, I'll be like, cool. But anyways, keep you guys posted. Thought I'd update you guys again. I went in there, talked to some people. They walked around, talked to more people. They had to call somebody who's supposed to be in charge of, like, knowing what's going on. He said he's coming in. Yeah, it's like about to be 4:20. Pickup is at 5, but every place I went, I'm about an hour to 2 hours early, and I go in and check. Like, I read the situation. Like, I noticed like 6 cars came in and they were all in there, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go, you know, because most of the time you can just get loaded up. Because, see, if I wouldn't have done this, that other guy who was supposed to be on it probably, you know, wouldn't be on it, you know, like, he probably would get in at 5, take his time, and not hating or not getting mad, but just, you gotta be assertive. So I'll let you guys know once I get unloaded, hopefully soon, or once I get loaded. I don't know if I said that. There we go, we're all loaded up. It was right at like 5:04. Like I said, I went in there and I was assertive, and who knows, that guy might not have been in by this time, because, you know, the shipping area and stuff seemed like it opened at, you know, about 4:35 or 4 or 5-ish. That's when everyone started rolling in. But this guy, who I think was upper than them, like, he's like, oh, he said he'll just come in now and handle it. So that's why I'm saying you got to be assertive, because That guy might have been a 7 o'clock. He seemed real businessy. He was a good dude. He was cool though. I didn't know, because I could tell on the phone. They were like, well, isn't it 5? And I said, yeah, it's 5. Because then the guy looked at me and said, is it 5, the forklifter? But that's why you got to be assertive, because that guy might not have came until 7, because at first the forklifter was like, well, it might be a long time past 5. And then that's when I was like, oh, we'll pick up his 5, and I need to get there to Wisconsin by 12, you know. And then that's when he's like, I'll call him. But that's why, like I've said in other videos, you have to be assertive, because I've been a forklifter loading trucks and stuff, and I've also been a straight truck driver, and like that was more handled because that was when I was working for a company and not my own business. But like, you just have to, and you got to be real cool, and you got to be assertive though, because in the end, if you're always just like, oh, it's okay, like I could have just, you know, old me before I had this experience, or just like assertiveness, and now owning my own business, it was still uncomfortable. Like at first doing it, not really actually, because I started with straight truck driving and you'd have to deal with forklifters a lot. But you just got to be assertive and be like, yeah, well, I'm here. And 5, because I understood I was early, but I said, but 5, I need this loaded. So that's all I'm saying. Just be assertive. Like, and you've seen another, if you followed all my videos, there were times when guys would try to act like they weren't going to load, like they couldn't. The one time that I did that, it was a cancellation, I made $125, and then I ended up getting a load down the road for the same amount. So that one worked out. But there's times where guys, my ramp, this and that. That was the funniest one. And I said, well, you're going to use your ramp. I didn't say it like that, but I was all like, well, I'm here. And he was like, are you sure you can't just cancel this? Have a different driver do it in your company? And I was like, no, this is my company. Like, I'm here. And then he went to double pallet it, which wouldn't have fit. And I was like, no, it needs 1 pallet. It was like, I knew what the forklift was doing. Then he went down, and it was an icy day, which that was his reasoning. And I'm like, let's load it up, dude. It'll be okay. Like, I mean, I've forklifted. It's okay. But anyways, we're all loaded up. Enough of that. I just like giving some insight on stuff like this. And like I said, I'm new to owning my own business. I've only had this like a month and a half. If you've seen my videos, but I'm not new to the game of forklifting and dealing with people when it comes to this stuff. So anyways, let's get on the road. Let's get to Little Tooch, Wisconsin. What the fuck? Got me thinking like I'm going to like Lil Wayne's house. Lil Choot. They look like Lil Chooty. Lil Choot, Wisconsin. All right, let's go. Let's get on the road. Let's go. Let's go. Just had to stop quick to get some gas, and now I should be good for the rest of my drive to Wisconsin. Let's go. Well, we are all unloaded, you guys. That one good. So off this one, I don't think I mentioned earlier, it was for $500 because we got paid because of the holidays, how it's slow there and back at a lower miles per gallon, but in the end still raking in after gas and stuff. My wife did the math, still raking in $280, and now I have another one going back to Minnesota. And that'll be a separate vlog, but yeah, this one went good and smooth. So I'll get back to you guys on the next vlog, which will be the next run. So like, share, subscribe. This is Seth LeRoy Hustle Adventures. Reach out to me on Facebook. That is Seth LeRoy Hustle Adventures. Yeah, look me up. You can message me like people do and hit me up and we can talk. And yeah, so let's all just hustle. Keep grinding.